finally about an all-new Nerdist news. Right? Upside Down fans get excited because Eleven and the gang are back, and Entertainment Weekly has got an exclusive look at the returning cast on their new cover. But beyond this stunning front page portrait, EW also got a whole slew of scoops on season 2, and they got them straight from the Duffers' mouths. Yes, the article features quotes from series creators and the guys who always win 80s trivia night at your local bar, Matt and Ross Duffer, and they have spilled some tantalizing plot details that we are gonna break down right now. So right off the bat, the article confirms something we already kind of knew. The series opens on Halloween 1984 with the boys in costume as the Ghostbusters. Now in our last Stranger Things breakdown, we tried to guess who the fourth Buster hidden in the Super Bowl spot was. We thought it might be new cast member Max, but I can't believe I'm going to say this. We were wrong. Will is officially back as the fourth member of the AV Club crew. Now, Will, joining the gang for Halloween, does raise some interesting questions. As we saw in the Super Bowl spot, he's back in the research facility on October 30th, the night before Halloween, being examined by Paul Reiser's character, who we now know from the article will be called Dr. Owens. So if Will is in the lab one night and out trick-or-treating with his friends the next, this suggests that these checkups are a somewhat regular occurrence, kind of like a yearly physical, but for someone who got trapped in an alternate dimension for a few weeks. And indeed, it seems like young Mr. Byers is in need of a little bit of medical expertise, as the Duffers confirm he will be suffering from a form of post-traumatic stress disorder as the season opens. He seems to be seeing images from the Upside Down, says Brother Matt. The question is whether they're real or not. Well, we're gonna go ahead and guess they'll eventually turn out to be real, because no matter how much the Duffers love their 80s nostalgia, we doubt they'll ever go full Dallas with an "it was all a dream" angle. Plus, we've already gotten a small glimpse of his visions coming true in the Super Bowl spot, where this drawing of a giant tentacled spider beast eventually jumps off the page and shows up right outside the door. And speaking of monsters, the Duffers have promised all kinds of monsters in season 2, and not just the kinds you'd expect. Yes, they confirmed the rift between our world and the Upside Down is still open, and yes, we will see some new beasties slither their way out, but we'll also have some new human villains in the mix. In addition to Dr. Owens, who we are all pretty suspicious about. He's a government agent played by Paul Reiser, how could we not be? The kids will have an adversary their own age. We've known for a while that the gang will make friends with Max, a new girl in town. What we didn't know until this article was that she'll have a brother named Billy, and he won't be quite so eager to join their D&D circle. And speaking about the inspiration for Billy, the Duffers said Stephen King always has really great human villains. The evil in the real world is often as bad or worse than the supernatural evil, so we wanted to introduce a character like that. Now, in the King stories they're referencing, it's not uncommon for the human threat to eventually become influenced by or even make alliances with the supernatural threat. Classic cases of this include Jack Torrance in The Shining and Harold Lauder in The Stand. This leads us to wonder if Billy will eventually become an unwitting agent of the Upside Down. Do Demogorgons make strategic alliances? I don't see why not, and I guess we'll find out. But not all alliances with evil need to be quite so distressing. In the article, star Gaten Matarazzo says his character Dustin will get a new pollywog-like pet. It's a little creature I get to bond with, says Matarazzo. It's obviously not from this planet or from this dimension. Aww, that sounds so maybe possibly cute and disastrous. A new little upside down baby for Dustin to love. Surely nothing could go wrong there, except let us not forget that 1984 was also the year of Gremlins. We could also see the new pet as a setup for an homage to that horror comedy classic. Just to be safe, Dustin, maybe be careful about what you feed that thing. But that is just scratching the surface, you guys. If you want to know even more about what's to come in Stranger Things Season 2, we recommend that you pick up this week's issue of Entertainment Weekly.
Dufftails, whoa!
Ross Duffer!
Dufftails.
Where's your brother Matt?
Oh, Matt couldn't be here today. He's on a very important research assignment. He's digging through the garbage cans outside of Steven Spielberg's house.
Okay, great. So what do you want?
Well, I wanted to show you the character designs for Dustin's new pet. We just got the puppet back from Germ Henson Studios.
Wait, don't you mean Jim Henson Studios?
No, Germ Henson, the famous Swedish puppeteer. Who's Jim Henson? Anyways, get ready to meet Dustin's new friend, Fizmo! Hello, Jess, it's me, Fizmo. Don't feed me candy.
What, we're just working the Groblins into random videos now?
I wrote these puppets off on my taxes, Jess, and now I'm getting audited. If I don't convince the IRS they were there for work, I'm gonna go to jail. I'm Fizmo. Stuff's chill.
Okay, well, let us know what you guys think about these new Stranger developments for Stranger Things Season 2. What is Paul Reiser doing to Will inside that lab? And most importantly, should I report my coworkers for tax fraud? Let's discuss. Answer yes. Let's discuss. Bowser, I swear to God, get that f***ing thing away from me.
Sorry.
Hey guys, Mothership is live at 5:30 p.m. PST tonight. It's our giant live show we do with Geek and Sundry, and if you want the ultimate Mothership experience, you gotta sign up for Alpha. Thankfully, we've got your hookup there. You can get 60 days free by using the code Mothership over at projectalpha.com, and the world is yours. Also, friendly reminder, Chapter 6 of Firebrand is available for free over at webtoons.com and their app, so make sure and check it out. Otherwise, be sure to like and subscribe and keep checking Nerdist.com. Jesus Christ, shut up!